Payload, TF2's most beloved game mode, and for a reason. It's the sense of how Blue, the intruders, slowly advance forward with their bomb, and as they do, Red, trying to defend their home, has to push back. The amount of area Blue has control of slowly increases as Red gets forced back, eventually ending up with nowhere left to run as they reach last. So I have decided to make a top 5 countdown of my favourite payload maps in TF2.
Oh, but Jonto, why not all the maps?
Well, I don't actually play most of the maps in TF2's casual menu. I mostly just play payload, and not even all of the maps. I'm only including official maps in the game. And also, this is my opinion. Don't get triggered, please. God, having opinions on the internet is itchier than Sawmill's saw blades. But without further ado, let's get on with it! This one came as a difficult choice between Borneo and Badwater. I like them both for similar reasons, but I found Badwater to be better for its flank potential. Badwater starts out strong, with a battlement having sniper sightlines to the right and flanks to the left. However, a lot of turtle engineers do seem to forget that there is a tunnel that takes the payload underneath the battlements, and a lot of the time this part ends quickly. There are a decent amount of flank routes and high ground for classes like soldiers, demos, and snipers to take advantage of, and cover for engineer buildings and other players. Especially this spot, which is very good for a teleporter, though it will probably be discovered quickly by a spy who notices the teleport glow. Alongside that, there are these two spots where a lot of 1v1 fights seem to happen between flankers. Open areas with cover around. Nice. However, the biggest drawback I see to this map is some of the choke points, dear god. The first two aren't so bad as they have flank routes to get past them, but this one, oh boy, it fills my body with nearly enough sodium chloride trying to flank through there without being killed by splash damage and spam that you would almost think I just died to a random crit. The last point can also be a bit of a pain with more turtle NGs, but overall, this is why it only gets 5th spot. Hey boss. Yes? Payload seems a bit too, normal. Well, what do you suggest we do then? Why don't we make it giant and have a platform behind it that you can stand on while it moves forward? Okay, great idea. That'll add some variety to our map. Oh, I'm not done yet. Oh, okay, what is it then? Why don't we give it big freaking teeth and make it that it can eat people? Boom! That's how the payload of Frontier came to be. As well as the payload looking like a fucking Thomas the Tank Engine who choo-chooed his way through hell and back, the design of the map itself is also pretty cool. Straight out of the blue spawn you have multiple options of where to go, and then halfway through the first checkpoint you have even more choice. Attack from above with the teleporter, flank to the left, or push Hell's own cart from below. This keeps going on throughout the entire map. Great sightlines and flank routes. Then there's this spot where NGs can hide their teleporters, you little engineer shits. Eventually, you reach a giant hole at the end. But here comes my biggest gripe with the map. That last point on blue, if an engineer puts a sentry on those platforms right next to their spawn, good luck sapping them as a spy, because there will be people who will bump and kill you because you're just walking on that very narrow path. But hey, if you win, you put that train where it belongs, deep down to the pits of hell. The next map is snow themed. Can you guess what it is? It's Bartlett. What, did you really think I would pick Snowplow if I don't even have that map selected to play in casual? I showed it at the start of the video, Bartlett, a map that I like because of its mix of open area and indoor spaces. Starting off it is a little bit crammed, but the way the indoor spaces are laid out are fucking love, especially this barn right here. It's like a fort and labyrinth which is begging for 1v1s to happen. It's also a good place for snipers to get high ground and for engineers to build teleporters. The buildings are designed with effective flank routes in mind, however the last part isn't so good. The spot where the cart needs to be pushed into the final building is very choky and very susceptible to spam. The stairway to the left is the same case, and the route to the right can usually be seen by sentries anyways. However, there is a stairway here which is spike and hide or fight someone 1 versus 1, as well as be out of the way of the endless spam, being able to pick off targets, so it helps. But overall, I really like this map. If anyone mentioned iconic payload maps, what comes to mind? Yeah, Upward.
But Jonto, why isn't Upward numero uno?
Well, the answer is my video, my opinion. Please don't get salty like a Hillary Clinton supporter. Everyone loves Upward. It's got a great mixture of open areas, closed-in areas, flank routes, cover, high ground, sniper sightlines. I love it. No matter what class I play, I have fun with this map. I remember back in my early days of TF2, this being one of the first maps I played, and oh boy, it was kind of intimidating about how high up this map was. Like, looking down from the blue spawn, I was like, oh my god, it's so high, it's scary. The last point isn't as choky as other payload maps, but God forbid if a red engineer puts a dispenser here to block them spies. There are a lot of ways to get to the final point: come out from under, snipe from above, or push with your team. Well balanced map for all classes. Need I say more? What do you get when you put in multiple open areas with cover and sniper sightlines, tons of choice for indoor flank routes, doors that open as the map progresses, linking the map together, and have reds only spawn give quick and easy access to the entire map? All that, and you got Swiftwater. While Meet Your Match was an update met with some criticism, this community made map made its way into the official game, and I love it. My favourite payload map of all. Starting off, you get an open area for battle that has cover, a building for more cover, and great sniper spots. There are 3 of these in the entire map. The only way to reach the red spawn from here is through this tunnel, but at the point it usually doesn't have players this far back into it. However, once the first checkpoint is capped, this door opens, creating a flank route for blue. After more points are capped, this door opens, allowing you to flank from this side, and this door opens, allowing you to flank from this side, reducing blue's walking time by half. Hey, you remember how there was that barn and barn bits that I liked? Yeah, in this map there are 3 of them. This map also hardly ever feels choky to me. The tunnel can feel like this sometimes, but flank routes and cover are there. And then there's this spot. If you know the map, you can come at them from tons of different angles. Then there is the red spawn. This room links so much of the map together. You have 5 doors to choose from. The first one takes you to the first point, then going around right, the doors progressively take you back further in the map until eventually it takes you to last. However, as blue pushes forward and gets more control of the map, the doors begin to slowly stop working one by one from left to right, forcing you back further into the map and giving you less control of the map, until eventually, the only door that works takes you right to last. The location of the red spawn never actually changes except for making you face forward to the correct door when you spawn, and I love this idea. This is why PL Swiftwater is my favourite map in TF2. Thanks for watching, hopefully you enjoyed this video. Why don't you leave a like, a comment, join my Steam group, or most importantly subscribe. Thanks guys, and bye.